Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Bueno, ya. A ver, aparezco por aquí. Aló. Vamos a seguir con esta historia, ¿no? A ver, tengo que hacer misiones de mundo, ¿no? Hostia, estoy perdido ahora mismo, ¿eh? A ver. Ok. Pues para ir aquí creo que debería de ir por aquí, luego por aquí. Vale. Seguramente ahora cuando me teletransporte me hablará otra vez para ir al refugio. Sé que es un coñazo eso de que tengas que teletransportarte para que te siga haciendo la misión, ¿eh? ¿Ves? ¿Qué te he dicho? Allá tiene la misión. Viaja al refugio. Un hijo de puta, tío. Es un puto cabrón, tío.
Ready to move on, hero? Veranda sent word. Ready to move on, hero? Veranda sent word to me. I know where we need to go next. There's an old ruin in the Lorkrata Hills, northeast of Shornhelm. Veranda said his research led him there and he needs your help. Why, he needs you and he has me on... They won't be needed at the Lorkrata ruins. That's for you and Verandas to deal with. I'll bring her ladyship up to speed about what's going on in North Point. You can meet us there after you and Verandas are finished with the ruins.
Hostia, sí que me manda lejos ahora, madre mía.
You're the one who killed Skullcrusher, aren't you? Brave meeting.
¿Cómo coño se sale de aquí, tío? Hostia. Y voló. Hostia, que me lo explica. ¿Cojones?
There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Rizal Jul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out. A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked. I advise caution, my friend. As with Rizal Jul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assumed that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below. Of course, it isn't as though we're trying to save Rivenspire or anything, now is it? Go ahead. Rhea was a sweet young woman, committed to her family and infatuated with me. She didn't ask for what happened to her, but that doesn't excuse her behavior since. Her father gave her command of a portion of his troops, just as he did with Rizal Jul. She's been active in the north. When you restored my missing memories, I recalled that the Aeliad manuscript mentioned 2 ancient outposts. The Doomcrag, I'm not sure, but there must be something here that we need. Why else would the 2 Aeliad outposts be linked as they are in the manuscript? Rhea was a sweet young woman, committed to her family and infatuated with me. Her father gave her command of a portion of his troops, just as he did with Rizal Jul. She's been active in the north and east, creating blood fiends and causing chaos. I assume she has her eye on North Point. When you restored my missing memories, I recalled that the Aeliad manuscript mentioned 2 ancient outposts, the Doomcrag and a place in the hills to the east. My research indicates an Aeliad ruin lies beneath this abandoned Breton fortress. I'm not sure, but there must be something here that we need. Why else would the 2 Aeliad...
¿Qué es eso a todo esto? ¿Cómo sube ahí arriba?
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us?
No, no me lo creo.
Uf. Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? Way ahead. It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Lorea knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way.
No me lo creo. ¿Y a dónde pisa? Me cago en la verga.
Way ahead. Can it be? It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Lorea knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. Lorea has placed a veil upon these ruins. It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the lightless remnant. And we push forward. Lorea's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide her. Disturbed this ancient place and awoken its guardians. The way ahead appears blocked. I'm sure it's another illusion. The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution.
Este tío está fogonazo blanco.
This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there. We need to clear this portion of the veil so that we can move forward. Whenever you are, my friend, I just hope that there are sufficient... Hopefully that's the last of the veil. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. I think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real, or just another of Lorea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Iliad lore. This is all about the remnant of light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the remnant required... That seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more... Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorea in that area, and I had her direct Durell and Tamrith to take their troops north. Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, very well. Ask your questions, and then I expect you to make your way to North Point with all due haste.
Ok. Vale, pues vamos a ponernos la botita esa, ¿qué tal, no? Inventario. Y es... del tirón. Vale, a ver, mapa... para acá, ok.
Too old, my tusk. I'll show him too old.
¿Esta casa se puede comprar o qué? Está. Vista previa, sí, se puede comprar, creo. Bueno. A ver, opciones de compra. Vale, vale, vale. ¿Y amueblada? Lista previa.
Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people... You know how to get things done. Join up with Scordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal. North Point is an important trading center, with many House Dorel holdings. Whoever controls the city controls the northern region of Rivenspire. If I were... My son, Alec, was in charge while I was at Shornhelm. If he's still alive, he must be somewhere inside the city. Reports indicate that Baron Montclair has... Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming...
No te voy a engañar, me interesa una mierda lo que me estés contando. Ese tío no... Ese tío fuera. A ver, de broma, Le he dado sin querer.
You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair! Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorel send you? I was the orc in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not.
Anda, el que liberé.
No matter. I'm just glad you're here. It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into North Point. Not usually. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people. I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darien went out to search while we took care of the farmers.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown. I won't tell you anything. Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out. What part of I won't tell you anything didn't you understand? You can't get me to betray our beautiful Lady Larea. I obey. Do your worst, lackey to a... Well, I guess that... What part of I won't tell you...
Pues nada, no sé qué hacer. que yo no tengo habilidad de daga, ¿no? ¿Cuál sería? ¿A dos manos o una mano? ¿Si hay gente que pueda probarlo? No. No me fío.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Want a bite? Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in North Point. Not a one. Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel.
My, Sir Darian. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
I must say, Darian certainly has a way with the ladies. That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into... Well, the smugglers who used the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market in North Point. The tunnel will get... The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks...
Aquí enfrente, ¿qué es, tío? ¿La piedra qué es? Yo lo sabía. Bien, me viene, me pega y se va, tío. Eso que haga eso me da un coraje, tío. Vale, ahí arriba está... Bueno, luego subo. Los fragmentos del cielo, eso. Joder. ¿En serio, tío? ¿Viene y me lo quita? No me lo puedo creer. No me lo puedo creer. No me lo puedo creer, tío. Es lo que odio de los juegos online, tío.
What do you think you're doing on my ship? Do you know what I did to the last stowaway I found? Well, the last time I looked, my hold didn't lead into the city. Wait a moment. My key! If you're one of those Montclair bastards, I won't go down without a fight. You need? I don't give a troll's ear what you need. My gang is in there. They were waiting for me in North Point when the Montclairs sealed the city and attacked my ship. I need the key so I can get inside and rest. And you just expect me to trust you? Look around. What has trust ever gotten me? I trusted I could sail safely into port, and my ship was sunk. I trusted my gang could conduct business in North Point, and now they're locked inside. All right. Business is business. Take the key. The tunnel is inside the cove beneath the lighthouse. That key will unlock the trapdoor.
Over here, by the rocks. Come on, I'll take you to where the others are waiting. Tell us you found something, hero. We could use some good news.
I'm not interested in news.
Tell me you found something good, hero. It's not like the fate of Riven Spire is hanging in the balance or anything. Right then, let's go see what Lorraya's doing in there. But brace yourself. I don't think we're gonna... North Point. It just feels empty. His lordship, the Baron over there, wants us to head inside, see what's going on. I need to let Verandis know what's going on. In the meantime, talk to Scordo. He knows the city like the back of his hand.
¿A dónde tengo que ir? Ah, ya, la misión ya terminó, ¿en serio? Vale, bueno, pues voy a hacer la misión del refugio. ¿O podré entrar por aquí? No creo, ¿no? No. No. Venga, vamos a hacer la misión del refugio.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Baal. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Baal forces visions of his eternal torture.
Aquí sí voy a hacer una foto yo, ¿eh?
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saizahar will speak with you first.
Ay, quería hacer una captura de pantalla y... No me hagas eso.
Speak with Saizahar. He wishes to discuss the matters at hand.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but when Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King, Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic, but please, humor an old soldier. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saizahar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty. of justice. I, Sai Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew. And may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
Stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Bloody business, war. There was a time that I loved my axe for its sharpness and my armor for its sheen, but no more. Today I love what they defend. Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep. What? No! Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. Oh, lots of things. One last thing. You like mead? Never? Mead is the honeyed kiss of the gods themselves. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimark. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller. I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where you're... The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is... Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a... More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is.
The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains at anchor. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige.
Vale, pues otro capítulo hecho más. Me voy de aquí.
So, going toe-to-toe with the big bad then, are you? Smashing. Good luck to you. This whole plane...
A ver. Vale, ahora voy a hacer misiones de mundo, ¿no? Este todavía es de noche. Vale, a ver. Mapa. No, aquí no. Tan, tan. Creo que era aquí, ¿no? No. Aquí. A ver, ¿me dejará entrar ahora? No.
So it's just us mortals from here on in? It's fine with me. I don't mind it. North Point was my home
Mira, esto
for
no
the
está
last few
traducido.
years, so I know the place pretty well. Never snuck in through a smuggler's tunnel, though. That's gonna be a new experience. We need to sneak in slowly,
Hostia,
one at a
bastante
time.
de texto, ¿eh?
Wandering around is a...
Bueno, no pasa nada. Ahora sí que tengo que entrar por el castillo, ¿no? A ver si me deja entrar por aquí ahora. No creo que pueda todavía. No. Por aquí, a ver. Tampoco. Pues entonces ya, bueno, vamos a ver si por aquí se puede entrar, pero vamos. Entra en la guarida control. Ah, vale. Hay por ahí una entrada secreta o algo. En la época medieval se hacían retratos. Había papel. No creo si hay libros. Da que la pregunta. Se creía que iban a poder encerrarme. Vale, ahora sí puedo coger el fragmento. Aquí. ¿Y la puerta? Pero yo he cruzado una puerta, ¿no? Yo he cruzado una puerta, ¿no? Claro, pero ¿qué clase de puerta es esta? Uy.
Hold on, I'm coming with you. Let's check the buildings. There has to be one we could use as a safe location. Keep Bollock lived here. I hope he isn't one of these blood fiends. Anyway, this place is too small for our needs. Let's keep looking. This should do nicely. Let's make sure it's clear. Go on. Go find the rest of our assault team. I'll have this place all cozy-like in no time. Because you're gonna go back out there and let them know where we are. And see if you can watch your arse out there. I mean, did you see all the vampires and blood fiends? Oh, you better hurry. We don't want to leave his lordship and her ladyship alone out there too long.
Creatures! Oh, that's never happened before. Look out! Behind you! Watch out! They're coming out of the woodwork! Of the Baron and the Countess when I heard the innkeeper scream, but I was too late. He gave me the key to the inn before he died. I think he tried to tell me something, but I couldn't make it out. Be on your guard. Here comes more of those monsters.
Joder.
Just so you know, this isn't a usual occurrence. Oh, who am I kidding? This happens to me all the time. Can I assume the house you emerged from is our safe location? Of course it is. I'll just wander over and have a little lie down. It's all the same with you.
Letting a noblewoman wander alone through a city full of vampires and blood fiends. What was Scordo thinking? RK guides our way as usual. Are they all like this? The people of North Point? Did Larea turn them all into... May the light watch over them. Praise RK. I can't believe that sweet Larea would do something like this to our people. Gather the others and let's meet at the manor. We have plans to make and I fear our time grows short. The light preserve us.
thought my son might be hiding here, in his office. But Alec and I haven't always seen eye to eye, and he's made no effort to hide his feelings about me in his journal. He does mention the arrival of Lady Larea, though. I'll tell you more when we gather with the others. No reason to repeat myself. Serene Manor. I know it well. Nice to see we finally found a good use for that pompous ass. I'll meet you there. We'll discuss. Try not to let the blood fiends suffer when you kill them. They were the citizens of North Point once.
No, tío. Vale, he podido entrar. ¿Dónde está el tío? Hasta aquí.
Here all along, and your son didn't do a damn thing about it?
According to Alec's journal, yes. He seems to have been infatuated with the woman. Didn't even get alarmed when she started turning people into blood fiends.
More blood fiends? I hate this. Just give me something to hit already. But it does sound like your son betrayed North Point, Baron.
It's the remnant. It put Alec under her
Baron
spell.
was just filling us in on what was written in his son's journal. Spell or no, Alec has a lot to answer for. First, we need to find out if anyone survived Larea's private party. The Countess heard noises coming from the inn. It's not much to go on, but at least it's a place to start. Part of me wants to find Larea in there. Then we could put a blade through her and be done with this business. But I really hope the townsfolk have... So Darien accomplished something useful after all. Go upstairs and get that key. Funny thing, Darien was scratched and battered. Part of me wants to find Larea.
No entiendo, me dice que venga por aquí. Ah, vale, algo de arriba, ¿no? Tengo que coger, seguro. Sí.
Darien can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain and to quiet him down for a little while. The end of my staff. Right to the side of his head. Best way to quickly quiet a delirious soldier. He was making enough noise to give away our presence. A key? Yes. He was holding on to it rather tightly. RK provides. Bless us all. I heard sounds coming from the inn as I made my way here. Now we can get inside and see what's in there. I hope it's the survivors of this terror.
Head to the inn. I'm right behind you.
No. Ah, pues si la posada está aquí. ¿Qué es esta? Entonces, no entiendo. Un lock de... Vale, pero... No me deja. Coño, tengo que hacer aquí. Ah, vale. Vale, vale, vale. Hostia, que no me había dado cuenta que había gente aquí.
My people. A ruler shouldn't have to cut down his own people like this. Check upstairs. Someone must have survived this night there.
Be silent. We don't want them to hear us. Whoever or whatever you may be, I advise you to go away and leave us alone. These people are under my protection, and I believe we are perfectly safe up here. Thank you all the same. Now go away. You have more than enough victims to suit your needs. That's just what I'd expect one of Lorea's minions to say. Now,
you.
Pues nada, no se fía de mí.
I am Allard, Baron of House Dorel, and I swear you will be safe in my hands.
It's good to see you're still alive, my old friend.
And you as well. But tell me, is Alec hiding up there?
I'm sorry to say, but no. I left him at your manor. He insisted that he wanted to stay. It's good to see Baron Allard again. He's like a brother to me. It's been weeks since we last saw each other. When Lorea sealed the city and began turning people into blood fiends, I used my sword to cut a path to this inn and led as many as I could to safety. I was forced to kill friends who turned into monsters, but I was able to save some of our people. Quite a few, and there are more hiding around the city, protected by members of the North Point Guard. I gave the order myself as soon as I saw what Lorea was doing. I just wish Lord Alec had been able to resist her as well. It started innocently enough. She had Lord Alec call a gathering in the square. Then she addressed the crowd, saying how the blessing of Montclair would soon be upon us. That we would join. A spell, perhaps? I'm not really sure. She made some strange gestures and spoke a few arcane words. Then it was as if a wave of power flowed out of her. People immediately began turning into blood fiends. Lady Lorea has taken Dorel Manor as her own. But I have a key. Take it. Save as many of our people as you can. And be aware that
all the nobles have gathered. What a... someone new. How exciting. Come up, come up. You must introduce yourself before you can join the festivities. Oh, I know you. You must be the one her beautiful. You're just in time for our grand celebration. We're celebrating the new and better life that will soon be ours. Lady Larea is going to honor us. Careful, friend. That's the lovely Lady Larea you've just insulted. I'll forgive this first slight, but if you persist, I will... Probably, but it's not what you think. We freely accepted the will of the beautiful Lady Larea. She loves us, and we're devoted. My lady is upstairs. I'm sure she'd love to meet you. And when she tells you about her blessing, about the wonderful gifts... Friends, fellow nobles...
Hostia.
The
¿Y esta
glorious
gente?
blessing of Lady Larea is almost upon us. Let us prepare ourselves to bask in her presence.
Esto me lo quedo, a ver que lo veas. Ah, no, no es para tanto.
You might as well come up. I know that you're here. I can take your pain away. I can make you feel so much better. Well, well, well. You're not at all what I was expecting. That makes this so much more exciting. Let me take a look at you. So you're the one who dispatched my father's pet Argonian. Well done, by the way. Well done. I'm so glad you're here. Isn't it fascinating? You want to strike me, but your weapon hangs loosely at your side. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know. It's because I will it. This is my world now. I feel your desire to please me. You believe the nobles are in danger? You want to save them? How sweet. They love me. They have given themselves to me. You're trying to resist me? Oh, what sport we shall have. But first, I have duties to perform. Come, join me downstairs. We must attend.
You need to resist her, my friend.
Northport has given so much to me already. So many devoted worshippers. So much blood. Soon all of Rivenspire will do the same. And then all the lands beyond.
Just as in Locrata, Larea has cast a veil. It hides her, protects her. You must find a way to enter the illusion. The basement. I can feel slight imperfections in the spell down there. The veil is a powerful illusion, but just as at Locrata, you can manipulate its power using a tear. You have entered the veil. Now find Larea and finish this.
As usual, Verandis once again ruins my fun. I guess I'll just have to destroy you now. Pity. But I can always get it. Strike! Now! You hate me, don't you? Why does everyone hate me? See how the people love me. They let me share their life essence too.
Spears against her. Destroy them and take them
A ver ese hacha. Vale. Vale, de una mano.
I had hoped to save Larea from this fate, or else I should have been the one to end her campaign. I'm sorry this unfortunate... Larea gathered the nobles here, played with them, forced them to love her. It was the closest she could get to real happiness since the loss of her mother. When she was done playing, your perceptions are excellent. She used this veil in two ways, to hide herself and to overwhelm your senses with illusion. Unlike Locrata, instead of shredding the veil, this time you used the tear to enter Lorea's illusion. With Lorea's death, the power of the veil fades. As soon as it dissipates, the nobles will appear. But now the final confrontation draws near. Gather our forces and meet me at the Shroud.
What happened?
Why carry on?
By the Eight. Who did this? What happened to Larea Montclair? Yes, she arrived here. She said she was here to help. Then... I can't remember. I need to get outside. Find my father. Of course. Give us a moment to People, listen to me. Let's head outside and make sure the rest of the city is secure. We'll return for the fallen later. Right now, the living need us more.
In the name of High King Emmerich, and in accordance with the laws of the land, I hereby order the arrest of Alec Dorel for treason and the death of his kinsman.
But father, it wasn't my fault.
You allowed an enemy into our city, into our home.
Dozens fell to these monsters because you couldn't ignore a pretty face.
I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I'm not even sure what happened. Larea said she wanted to help, and... I'm sorry.
Apologies won't bring our people back. It won't return honor to our family name. Guards, take Alec away. You are dead to me, Alec. Dead to me.
I'm sorry I disappointed you, father. It won't happen again.
Pues otra ciudad salvada.
I believe this, but that wasn't how I wanted our reunion to play out. But laws were broken. People died. I can't ignore our laws. Not even to save my son. I left Alec in charge. The safety of North Point was his responsibility. Someone has to answer for the deaths he caused this day. If I was in his position, I would expect the same treatment. Larea paid, and for that I thank you. But Alec wasn't under a spell when he welcomed her into North Point. That was his choice. I won't leave him here. Shrouded Pass? That means Montclair is in the Doomcrag. Then the time has come to strike down the traitor and restore peace to our shores. But first I want to thank you for helping the people of North Point. It has been a grueling day. Restock and rest. We'll begin the march to the Doom. Then the time has come to meet Count Ravenwatch at the base of the Doomcrag. Head for the Shrouded Pass and find Verandis. I'll gather our troops and meet you there.
Vale, pues armadura nueva. Reúnete con Verandi y Guardia del Cuervo. Vale. Pero lo voy a dejar aquí, que llevo ya es tardecillo aquí. Vale. Tengo 2 puntos, no, 7 puntos de habilidad. ¿Cómo que tengo tanto? A ver, el arco, ¿cómo va? Ah, no. Ah, sí, esto, disparo de dispersión, ¿no?
Most crates contain full rewards.
Yo no sé ni lo que es. Tengo que mirar el internet a ver qué coño es eso. En fin, lo voy a dejar aquí, que llevo ya tiempo. Mañana le seguiré dando seguramente. Hay 13 minutos, en 13 minutos. Gema de arma, corona. Bueno, voy a esperar los 13 minutos, ¿no? Venga, mientras voy yendo allí. Aquí. Y ya mañana ya le seguiré dando. Mañana empezaré con Forza Horizon. Y estaré 1 hora y media, como mucho, 2 como máximo. Y ya después de eso ya le daré al Teso. Ah, tengo que ir aquí. Entonces voy con el caballo. Pero por aquí, por aquí, ¿cómo coño se va? Hostia, para ir por aquí, esto es todo lleno de roca. ¿Se entrará por la cueva esa o qué? Tiene pinta de que se entra por aquí, ¿no?
Where have they disappeared to? Good help is so hard to find these days.
Sí, tiene pinta de que es por aquí. Pero es que en teoría es por allí. Yo creo que por aquí no es, pero bueno. No, estoy yendo para atrás otra vez. ¿Qué coño? ¿Podré ir por el agua? Refugio secreto. Vale. A ver si de aquí puedo ir aquí. Vamos a ver.
No screeching. Bitter old hag raven and her bandit cronies will get the best of park here.
Vale, pues yo pensaba que no, pero sí, sí que se puede ir por aquí. Yo creo que es por aquí. Da igual donde vaya del mapa, que siempre te va a encontrar algo, ¿eh? Lo he dejado, ¿no? Sí, me lo he dejado, está aquí. Ahí. 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 Aquí está.
My friend, I am sorry you had to be the one to end Lorea's troubled existence. It was unfortunate, but necessary. And now, if we are to save Rivenspire, we must engage. Montclair is here. Of that there can be no doubt. He awaits atop the Doomcrag, where he somehow activated ancient defenses to block our path. We need to find a way around these defenses and then set up portals. The book we uncovered at Locrata contains maps of the ruins, among other things. These maps show 2 portal chambers leading to the top of the Doom. Be on your guard. In addition to activating ancient defenses, Montclair has somehow awakened the Ayleid guardians that haunt these ruins. Of course, but let's try to move this along. I fear Baron Doral will charge straight into an Ayleid trap in his haste. A recent appellation. It refers to the thick fog that develops within the pass of the mountain. But my translation of the text tells me this was once a great place of learning and worship, with pilgrimages occurring daily to the top of the Doomcrag. The Locrata text may provide us with some insight that will help us deal with Baron Montclair. I just need to finish my translation. This requires great care and concentration. I don't want to make an error. Baron Montclair must have triggered the ancient wards. Many of the passages have barriers that were not present the last time I was here. He also seems to have disturbed the bones of the ancient Ayleids. They are now awake and angry. The Locrata text may provide us with some insight that will help us deal with Baron Montclair.
Pues vamos. Está aquí, ¿eh? A ver cómo se va por aquí esto. Ah, vale, por aquí. Está qué guapo, ¿eh?
The large door straight ahead. Clearly, that's the main entrance. That's the way we should proceed.
This door is closer. It could provide a shorter path. Perhaps fewer blood fiends to contend with.
I'd rather cut through the enemies I can see than walk blindly into something I can't. The ruins might be full of traps.
My dear Baron, you have an annoying habit of never listening to a word I say. You'll do as you please, as usual.
La he liado con las habilidades, tío. A ver. Claro. A ver, un segundo. Mira cómo está llegando. Le llega a la parte donde supuestamente te sacrifican. Tremendo. Block, twist. Muy raro ver esos giros de trama en un MMO. ¿Dónde te sacrifican? ¿Dónde? No caigo yo. Cuidado con los spoilers, ¿eh? Que tú a lo mejor empiezas por otro sitio del que he empezado yo, ¿eh? Cuidadito con los spoilers. A ver, la he liado con las habilidades. Un segundo. Esto es... A 2 manos. Vale, era esta, asignar. Aquí. Y luego la del arco. Esta del arco va aquí. A ver, ¿dónde está la mierda de la...? Ah, está ahí arriba, ¿no? ¿Dónde está la...? Dice que aquí arriba hay una ermita, pero no la... No sé cómo llega ahí. Me van a reventar.
Never fear. The amazing Darian is here.
Claro, yo es que empezaba por el tema de la alianza. No sé si tú has empezado por otro sitio y tal. A lo mejor tú tienes otro giro de historia, no sé. A mí lo que me han hecho es que me han quitado el alma. Pero vamos, no quiero hablar mucho más para no spoilear y eso. Para todo lo que sea así. Todo lo que sea spoiler, vamos a intentar evitarlo, ¿no? Si me dice, he llegado a la ciudad tal, tú dices, yo te digo, vale, ok. Pero si me dice, he llegado donde te sacrifican, tío. Pedazo de spoiler. Cuidado. ¿No? ¿No crees? He llegado a la tercera ciudad. O he llegado, ¿no? No sé. Un poquito más de cuidadito. A ver. Me han dado aquí. ¿Qué me han dado todo esto? Nada, no te preocupes, Mauricio, digo. Ni te preocupes. Aguante máximo, y este me da aguante máximo 285. Se aumenta la resistencia crítico, vale, me quedo con este. Nada, no pasa nada, coño. De hecho, mira, yo lo voy a dejar aquí. Creo que si salgo... A ver, notificaciones, nueva recompensa diaria. Para mí. Justo ya lo iba a dejar aquí. Así que lo dejo por aquí. Mañana empezaré con Forza Horizon 5, que es por los fines de semana que le juego al de coche. Y nada, estaré 1 hora o 1 hora y media, lo que tarde en hacer los eventos diarios de la semana. Que tardaré 1 hora, supongo, como máximo. Y luego seguiré con el Teso. La verdad. Me está gustando bastante. ¿Y a vosotros qué? ¿Os está gustando o qué? Sí, ¿verdad? En fin. Bueno, gente, que descanséis. Un abrazo muy grande, que paséis muy buen fin de semana. Y nada, nos vemos mañana si eso, ¿vale? A cuidarse. Un abrazo. Chao.